So what you think? What's next for Miami then? What you think they need to do to improve to get better to probably even make it to the Western Conference Finals or stay competitive?
They need to get another player that can score, another ball handler. They can't have Jimmy handling the ball 24/7, like you be saying. It's kind of hard when you got to score, then you got to basically be a facilitator
Mm-hmm.
24/7. They need somebody else that can handle the ball. If they get a
Mm-hmm.
Dame obviously he can handle the ball, great shooter, can get to the rack. That'd be
Mm-hmm.
a good fit. If somehow they get a Bradley Bill, if somehow they get a Bradley Bill, that's a good fit too. He's another good ball handler. He's a big
Mm-hmm.
guard. Like, I mean, they just need somebody else that can get their own shot consistently. That was the problem with the Heat. They couldn't. No one else could get their shot consistently. Max Strus, he'll have a good 4 minute stretch, and then he'll just disappear for the rest of the game. Like that was the problem. So that's what they really need, and I think they need to get bigger, bro. Like Bam, I like Bam. I don't like Bam, but Bam is a serviceable big. He can't be my second best player. That's just facts. He can't.
I ain't
They
gonna hold
need
you. I kind of disagree with you, low key.
Bam being the second best player.
No, I disagree with like getting a Bradley Bill or I think a Dame fit, but a Bradley Bill. I don't think they need another like because those are like Dame a superstar. Bradley Bill, he a star. I don't think they. I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. I think they could get away with like a tier two. I think they could get away with a tier two. Like
Isn't Bradley Beal a tier two?
no, he tier one. He
A
tier
star?
one. He tier because Bradley Bill scoring
So what do you
his
think?
offensive
So
his
what? So what's a tier two then? Like who is considered a tier
that's what
two?
I'm going to. Like, I would say they could get away with a tier two. Someone like I say a DeAndre Aiden, Chris Middleton, a Kyrie, a Paul George, another tier two. I think a tier three, even almost a Jeremy Grant. I think a Pascal Siakam tier two. I think they probably get away with a Fred Van Vliet at point. Honestly, I think they get away with a Fred Van Vliet at point. Van Vliet at point. Who else? I ain't gonna hold you. I think Mikal Bridges would fit perfectly with that Miami system. I think he would be a good complementary piece. I don't think the NBA, because the NBA, the way the contract obligation is going right now, no team really wants to tie itself up with 2 to 3 players that are like such high salary. So you really gotta, and the Heat do a good job of finding decent and good players that do enough. So I don't think they need a Bradley Beal because Bradley Beal got a really big contract, and I don't know.
See,
I
this the thing though. The Heat, you would have to if you want Fred, do a sign and trade. Could you? Yeah, you could. But if I'm able to get a Bradley Beal who's better than a Fred VanVleet, I'm gonna go after the better player.
no. That's. I mean, we already talked about that before. You know what I'm saying, Ace? What I'm thinking with that. You know what I'm thinking? It's like you don't need the best player
Yeah,
available.
you don't need the best player. You probably just need another complimentary piece to get you there. Like
Mhm.
they just got to the finals. It showed that Jimmy showed that he can get there.
But does
But
Fred
like you said, you
VanVleet
just
get
need another
them?
piece
Does
that's
he
gonna help
get
out.
what does Fred VanVleet get them though? Let's say they get Fred and they go to the finals. Does he what
You're
give them
gonna
an
get
extra
more.
game and
You're
that's
gonna get
it?
more production than you got out of Max Strus for sure,
He
And
or
gives
Gabe
Kyle
them
Lowry.
Vincent.
he gives
You,
them an extra game, so it goes 6 instead of 5.
I think.
Probably
Okay.
get an extra two more. You probably get an extra 2 more games, honestly.
I
Does
think
he lose?
no. Peep this. I think this how Fred changed the game because Fred is he's a defensive guard. He gets steals. He could shoot the long. He could shoot the long three. He could get his own shot. He could get other people a shot. You got to guard him. You can't play off of him. So already you're forcing other teams to play man or to at least come off of Jimmy, come off a Hero, and then Duncan. You still got him roaming around. You're getting more shots off from other players. You're getting less contested, congested shots for Jimmy in the paint. You're getting long ball three. You're getting a guard that can get back on defense. Even though Fred is small, he's wide and he's fast laterally. His defense is good. You can't take advantage of him. So it ain't gonna be like Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, who you gotta run that zone to make up for that defensive lack. It's I think what it do is you would have to think about like who they go against. Like Drew Holiday, I think Drew Holiday become obsolete. I think Maxey becomes obsolete. I think Spencer Dinwiddie become obsolete. Who else did they have to worry about in the playoffs? That the Cavs become obsolete against them. I think putting Fred VanVleet on that team, it actually changes a lot of matches, a lot of matchups.
Man, I'm going for the best available player.
That's the thing, though. That's how it is in sports.
I ain't thinking about no Fred around time. Dame is free to
if
go.
you're able to get the best player, that's just in sports, not just basketball. If you're able to get the best available player, that's who you just go after. But if somehow you can't, you go to Plan B, which is Fred VanVleet. Fred, not a bad Plan B. There's nothing wrong with that. But if the Heat are able to get him, I say just go get him.
No one say the best possible player might not be the best possible fit.
But Bradley Beal is a good fit, though. That's the thing. He is a good fit.
How?
It's not like he's a bad fit.
How is he a good fit?
Bro? You think all those players gonna take pay cuts and everything like that?
No. You got to move some stuff around.
But the way the salary set up in the hard cap coming, the second hard apron, they won't be able to fill the salary out if they sign Bradley Beal with Jimmy and Bam. They won't. They'll have to be signing people from the G League on $1 million contracts.
Like we say, this is the players they got though.
They're not
able to find this talent. I mean, why not? That's what they've been doing. That's what they got to the finals with. That's talent, but undrafted players. Right?
That's dumb. No, Sheldon. I don't think they're gonna just scrap everything. And then you got Pat Riley, the best GM maybe the best GM in the game right now. He's not gonna tie up their immediate future and their 5-year immediate future within just 3 players. That makes no sense. The league is moving away from stacked superstar teams to more spread out competition. There's no way he would do that.
Well, if he goes, then why would he do Dame then? Why Dame then? What's the difference?
That's what I'm saying. I think I disagree. I think I like Dame there, but I don't think they actually will do it. I don't think it's going to come to fruition. I don't think we're going to see Dame in Miami.
Fred is going to ask for at least probably high 20s and 30 million. That's still kind of the same thing. Yeah, it's going to be lower, but it's still the same thing. So what's the difference? I don't get it.
I think I need to see the real numbers, not just guesstimations.
What do you think Fred is worth then? Because his player option was 22 million. So obviously he thinks he's worth more than 22.
Fred probably worth like 30 million.
Then what the hell is the difference from 30 to 40? You still gonna have to sign him to a big contract.
What's Dame contract?
Dame is gonna get 40, 50, and 60 million.
That's a whole lot more, bro. That is a whole lot more, bro.
But that's still a big. But Fred is still a big contract at the end of the day, though. That's what I'm saying. But if I'm gonna sign this guy to a big contract, I might as well just get him do it with a big contract. That's better than him.
Bro, $15 million difference is a whole bench player. That's Malik Monk. 15 million a year.
So he 30 a year.
45 million for Dame, 45 million with Dame. 30 million for Fred, 45 million for Dame. You're getting, if you just get Fred, you're still getting a 6 man of the year with the 15 million difference. With 45 million, you're getting goddamn it, Damian Lillard and fucking Emmanuel Mudiay.
He's not even in the league.
Exactly. That's what you're gonna get.
And that's what the Heat been doing, getting people that ain't been in the league. They've been getting these undrafted players, right?
Yeah, I guess so. That's what. If that's.
I don't get it. If like I said, bro, if you're able to get the best player, you're gonna always go with your plan A first before your plan B. If I'm able to get plan A, I'm gonna go get plan A. But if somehow plan A don't work, we'll go to plan B. Probably Bradley Beal.
I think that formula outdated. I personally think if you're still running with that formula, creating and building basketball teams, you're behind on the curve and you won't move forward winning. I think that's an outdated model. It's an outdated model. I don't trust it.
This is for the Heat though. They need one of these type of star, like these a 1B or just a tier superstar player. That's what they need. I'm not saying Fred VanVleet is trash, but it's like, how better does he get you? Dame can potentially take you to winning that champion. I'm not saying they would have won, but I think it would have been way more competitive if they had a Dame on that same exact team. Fred, what do? He take it back to Miami and y'all lose? So it's like I might as well just pay this. Might as well if I'm gonna get a superstar type player.
What's your take? What you think Miami should do next? What's your take, Ace?
As far as contracts go, like I would really have to see the number. If you can get, if me personally, if I'm GM, I'm probably gonna look for the best fit, and I feel like getting Fred, you still had that room to like make some more minor tweaks, and get like maybe like 2 more pieces here and there that'll help your team out. That could possibly make a difference instead of just spending all the bread on Dame and hoping that just him or just having him is gonna get you there or get you all the way there.
Yeah,
but then, like you said, like how long are you gonna have Dame though? Like how long are you gonna want to keep all your funds tied up into them before you're able to like make another move? Because what if you get him next season, it just don't work or anything like that, or it shows that that this is a bad fit for him. Now you committed to him for these next couple years.
You're still committed to Fred VanVleet though.
Hmm?
You still gonna be committed to Fred VanVleet though.
I mean, yeah, but at that point, you still have a little bit more wiggle room with the difference in a space salary.
Yeah, it's going to be much easier to trade a Fred VanVleet on a $30 million contract. I mean, I ain't going to hold you. It's going to be easy to still trade Dame on that contract. But I feel like you won't trade him. You're gonna have to make him an offer to try to keep him at that point. I don't know. It's not even just Fred VanVleet is just my example. There's other players out there you can name because I think they could get away with a tier 2. It's other people out there that's available they could go for. It ain't just Fred VanVleet. It's way more.
Yeah, I mean, but obviously you want the best available.
Paul George is available. Paul George is available. Yes, Paul George is available.
He's not available.
I promise you, Paul George is available.
I promise he's not.
Okay. You disagree. Let me say this. This is my take on why I think Paul George is available. I think the Clippers, with their GM saying we need to get back to respecting the regular season, then they're about to open up the new arena. I don't think they want to keep bringing in this lack of respect from previous seasons and not actually giving the fans what they're actually paying salary wise to see. I think they may look at like, man, maybe we try to keep Kawhi and do some other things and try to get some pieces back with Paul George. I think he's the easier person to trade because you don't want to trade Kawhi because what he can give you the ceiling versus Paul George. You can get some things back for Paul George that can probably help Kawhi. I think Paul George is available. I think Pascal is available. So I don't know. I don't think they have to go after just Dame. I think it's more people available than we think. That's my take.
But in the world of sports, who do you think is better, Dame or Paul George?
Dame is.
Just who do you think?
Yeah, Dame is better.
Okay, then. So you're gonna go after Dame before Paul George?
No, right? You're gonna go against. No, you are.
No, I'm just talking about in general. I think a lot of people will go after a Damian Lillard over Paul
Answer
George.
for yourself.
I think
Paul George is better, to be honest.
I don't have a problem with that. Like, I think Paul George is a better all-around player, but
Dame go for Dame too.
But Dame, Dame is like at this superstar level. So people are gonna go after him before Paul George, and especially since Paul George gets hurt every year.
I mean, I get it with your bro. It's just your line of reasoning, your ideology. Like, I get what you're saying. You don't got to keep like arguing your same point. It's just about like just explaining like how you think your point's gonna play out and why it would be successful. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really just like convincing the motherfucker to just agree with you saying. It's just explaining your takeout. That's all.
Paul George is not available.
He said Paul George.
What I think is next for Miami is they're doing a real good job building around Jimmy. I think they definitely missing a few more pieces, and they definitely got enough role players to make something happen for a trade. So getting Dame wouldn't be bad. Getting Bradley Beal wouldn't be bad. But I think they need more of a big man on their team than they need a guard, for real.
That's what I was going to say.
They guards really showed up for them in the playoff. The whole playoff run, they showed up most of the time. Even Cody Martin showed up. But, like, they really need a big that's going to handle a player like Jokic, for real. Like, at least affect his shot making at the rim. You know,
they can't even worry about Jokic. They got to worry about Joel. They got to worry about Giannis first. They got to worry about the Celtics before they even think about the finals.
And I agree with you. They definitely need a big man to handle.
Who in the league right now going to answer that question for them?
I think they really just need a defensive
defensive
or a lob threat type of player like Capella.
Bam does all that basically.
He just undersized.
That's it. Yeah, he's just
He's
undersized.
real small. I'd rather play him at the 4.
So who the fab you bringing in? Who the center? Who is it?
I would like James Wiseman.
Definitely not James Wiseman. I was saying probably like a Capella.
Don't do
Capella
that.
Vucevic.
Detroit not letting him down.
But then when Capella can't give you no offense outside of rim lob threat, then he goes sit on the bench. So because when it comes to the playoffs, it's all about adjustments at this point. And if he can't adjust to it, just sit down.
You can't play Capella. You can't put Capella on Miami because they don't have a point guard that puts the ball up there. He needs a point that's gonna play through a big. They don't have a point guard that does that. Gabe Vincent is a fucking turnover machine.
Do not say him. He is not that Trail. Don't do that, bro. He going
into season 18, by the way, brother. He about done.
When has Kyle Lowry been a lob?
I'll probably go for a couple.
When has Kyle Lowry ever been a pass first point guard? When?
Never. He played bully ball. He a defensive bully ball ass point.
Pass first point guard to throw a lob.
For Clint Capella, he needs a point guard that's it a floater?
Clint needs a pick and roll point guard.
That's not Kyle Lowry, bro.
Kyle
game. Lowry is a
pick and
scoring
roll,
point
roll
guard.
To the rim, catch the oop, offensive boards, put it back up, defensive boards, throw the outlet.
Tyrese Halliburton, Chris Paul, who else? Maybe Shea could get away playing with it. James Harden. He needs those guys.
What's the point guard he got now? Trae Young. No, don't say Kyle Lowry, bro. No. Like I said, they need another person that can get their own shot. That was their problem. When they depended on the Gabe Vincent off them little pick and rolls, high screens, he couldn't hit nothing. He just couldn't hit it consistently. Same with Max Strus, same with Caleb Martin, same with Duncan Robinson. They just need somebody else. If you think Fred VanVleet can do it consistently, I don't have a problem with that because Fred is better than all of them. He can get it. He can shoot. He can get his own shot consistently. So that's what they need.
So you telling me that there's nobody on Miami that can throw a lob at all?
They can.
No one said that, Trail. But Kyle Lowry, no one said that. But Kyle Lowry is not the guy. Here, Capella. No, that's not him. It's never been him. When on the Raptors did you ever see him do that?
The whole playoff run.
When did you ever see? He never did that, bro.
So he never threw the lobster. Bam,
but Capella is different. Bro. Capella is a pick and roll big. So that means he has to roll to the hole and somebody has to lob it to him. Capella isn't gonna give me the ball in the post and then do a hook shot. That's not him. That's never been him.
Yeah, he doesn't have a
if Capella was like that, I would agree with you. But he doesn't. That's not Kyle Lowry, bro. If you ever seen Kyle Lowry, he always gave it to somebody. He always gave it to somebody downloading a post.
He at the Lakers facility.
He live in LA though.
I know, but I'm just saying, man. They just give niggas access like that.
For him, yeah, I think so. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. When he was first with the Suns, he never moved. He never moved to Phoenix. They just let him commute. I'm
just saying, other players had access to other teams' gyms and shit like that.
What you mean? They got some top secret in the gym? They got some top secret plays in there or something?
No, I'm just
in the practice facility.
You could just come and work out there, or just on the fucking regular or some shit.
I mean, why not?
I think I ain't gonna hold you. I think it is like that. You go to all the organizations keep
especially when it's them places where it's warm weather and they know players gonna be there in the off season.
I mean, but I figured at that point, them niggas, that's when they go to colleges and
UCLA
they work in and everything like that. I ain't know they actually go.
Some of the facilities might be a little bit better. It might be a little bit better. But majority of the time, you can go to the Lakers facility or the Phoenix Suns facility.
It do. So, it is like matter. That for most of you could. That's why, because they all homies and friends and shit like that. They Tyrese Maxey be hanging with Anthony Edwards, and I'd be like, what the fuck? I thought they went to school together. I guess they just play AAU. But
it don't matter.
Yeah, it really don't matter though. I ain't gonna. I thought that was a big deal, him living in LA and never moving. Then I learned that Kawhi don't even live in LA. He just drive 2 hours in San Diego for every game.
No, he probably do that sometimes, but he probably got private flight though. Private flights.
Probably think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a long drive, bro.
Don't he got a
Yeah.
jet in his contract or a plane in his
I
contract?
thought he got in trouble for that. Didn't he get in trouble? They got fined for something like that.
I think I know what you're talking about. I remember.
Yeah, but I think he do got like rights to the team private plane. I think.
When you're the best player, that's how it works.
Hey, but I want to say, Trey, I think for the type of big you talking about that'll work for Miami, Christian Wood's a free agent, but I don't think he should play center either though. But I think he is probably an upgrade from Bam offensively, not defensively though. But I think Eric Spoelstra can make it work. I like Christian Wood with it. I think it got to be tweaked a little bit. I think Christian Wood should be a starter. He definitely don't need to be coming off the bench playing 15 minutes. That ain't right. That ain't
Christian
right.
Wood he got exposed in behind the rim all season.
I feel bad for him because he goes to the Rockets and plays good, and then he goes to the Mavericks, and Jason Kidd doesn't play him like how we thought he was going to play him. Feel bad. Kind of lowered his value a little bit.
Jason Kidd don't need to be playing no fucking. He don't need to be coaching that.
The White Pal.
Western Conference Finals though.
The White Pal.
Man, he went to the Western Conference Finals. We didn't say that.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like really thinking about what's next for the Heat. I can't even call it, bro. What's next for no team? I feel like right now, I feel like we like in that lame duck period where like I don't really know what's next for no team. If it was like October,
close to the beginning of the season, everybody done already made some moves, and you see like what final rosters and shit look like.
For real,
yeah.
Right now, I can't even call it. Like I know FanDuel got like who the odds for who could win the next chip, and I'm like, I don't even know. I can't even guess who could win the chip. Like every time you try to guess it this early, it don't work. Like Denver came out strong beginning of the year. I think Aaron was one of the first ones to call that I questioned it. I was like, I can see it though. And then it really came down to the same few teams, but it's real hard to call because I don't think nobody saw Shea making first all-team NBA. Didn't he make that?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Like it's real early right now. I ain't gonna hold you. If Brandon Ingram could play 65, 70 games, he probably make all NBA team, second all NBA team. Like it's real hard to call. Like who because Kawhi didn't make it. Kawhi probably don't even play next season.
I think he plays just not in the beginning.
He tore his meniscus.
Meniscus don't take the whole year though.
Bro, this nigga done tore his ACL 3 times already. If tore his meniscus once, he ain't fucking around. He ain't playing next year. He ain't playing next year.
I just think he gonna play late in the year, bro.
Hey, bro,
not in the beginning.
Bro, that man is not playing. Bro, he tore his ACL twice, and he tore his meniscus before. Bro, he tore it again. He played 40. I think he played 42 minutes. And bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I just don't see it. I don't. If FanDuel do an under on how many games Kawhi play, I'm putting my rent money on that shit, bro. They just gonna have to wait.
Depends on what the games thing is.
He ain't playing. He ain't playing 55 games. He ain't playing 55 games.
If it's over under 50, you putting under?
Hell yeah, I'm going under. Kawhi gonna play 42 games. Hell yeah.
He's gonna make you sweat.
He ain't gonna make me sweat. That ain't gonna play 42 games. And I bet he don't even play 20 minutes. I bet he don't.
Not to start. Not to start off.
It's too early to call what the Heat need to do right now because I don't know what they gonna do, who they gonna go after. I really can't call it, bro. I can't call it.
Do you think they future bright though?
Do I think Miami future? Man, they in South Beach. What the hell you talking about? It's always bright down there.
Okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean their future is bright? What do you mean by that?
Do you think there's a chance they'll be good for these next couple of years?
I think they'll be good. It's just they won't win. They'll be good, just won't win.
Hey, but you know what's crazy? This season, they wasn't even good. The season before, they were better. And this season was the one they went to the finals. You can't, man. You got to respect Miami, man. You got to respect them boys down there. Them boys, they don't get the party in Miami. Them boys down there checking in for waiting like Biggest Loser every week. Bro said, I couldn't even eat the cookie. It's 2 a.m. I'm worried about checking. I can't even eat a cookie.
Hey, did y'all know that this is the 5th year in a row that has been a different champion? That's how I like it. I like it like that. That it's a different team every year. Remember when we was talking, you was like, does the NBA do a good job of marketing?
And I was like, I think they do a great job.
It depends, bro. I don't know, but I'm not getting into that. It just depends on who. It just depends on who.
Hey man.